Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Gold. Last time, we defeated the Reaper, and this time, well, I did a little bit of stuff between episodes, because there's one particular thing I want to do before we continue on with the game. I leveled up to 93, we're going to be fusing Lucifer. Now, the interesting thing with this is, Lucifer is a, let's take a look here. He's a hexagon spread one, and you need these 6 persona. Now, I've already gone ahead and did a little bit of searching at that. Let's do a triangle, there we go. To fuse these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and fuse Michael to start with. Go ahead and pick everything we want here. Sure, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and skip the fusing of these guys because we had a little bit of extra work that we need to do to be able to fuse Lucifer. Let's go ahead and take this guy. Now, you may be like, if you were paying attention, you were like, oh, you only have 100,000 yen left. That's not nearly going to be enough to fuse Metatron, which is going to be the final persona that we need. And to that, I would be like, yeah, you're definitely right. And that's going to be one of the make or break things, is if we can make sure that we actually get him. But, no, we do want to replace that. There we go. But we'll be alright, I think. Let's go ahead and just finish leveling this guy up. I don't really care. We're not going to learn that. Okay, so with that we have Michael. The other one that we need to get, we're going to fuse... Oh no, we actually want to do normal spread, and we're going to fuse Atropos and the Chisis, I'm guessing, together to fuse Anata. Yeah, the 7-headed snake, I have no idea what this guy is. His past, I have no clue. I guess we'll take Cool Breeze and this magic barrier. Sure, why not? And go ahead and fuse this guy. It's just a normal spread, no big deal. However you want to fuse this guy, I mean, there are multiple guides out on the internet on knowing what fusions you can use. I'm staring at a bunch of them as we speak, or as I speak, I should say. And go ahead and finish this guy up. I don't care about green wall. I'm gonna replace white wall with this invigorate because why not? I don't particularly like the hall, or the, sorry, not the hall, but the wall skills are just not what I do. Okay, and I think there's one other one we can do, so go ahead and leave. Let's check the compendium here. Let's see, I hope I have her fused. I may not. Oh, I do! Look at that! Let's go ahead and pull, well, it, I don't know, I guess I called it a her, but that actually may be incorrect, quite frankly. There we go. So we're gonna, so I fused Michael, so I'm actually gonna use Michael, and a couple of persona that I already, or one of the persona that I already had, and the other guy. This is Metatron. I don't know his story, his, its story either, so, you know, don't ask, but, definitely a thing. Well, I guess, you know what, we'll just take this, that'll be fine, whatever. Go ahead and fuse this guy. So all we're missing now is Michael. Another, you are a noble child to bear such a strong light, I shall grant you the grace of God. I don't know, it looks like a robot angel. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going here. I mean, clearly, we've got an angelic thing, or theme going on here, if you didn't notice. And go ahead and keep leveling up here. He doesn't know all that much. He knows a lot of repel stuff, but not of actual skills. Kind of weird. Alright, so we have, at this point in time, just to show you, we're missing Michael and Anubis. Now, if I go ahead and run into the compendium real quick here, you'll see that I don't have nearly enough money to get both of these guys. That's just how it works. Let's see here. How much am I actually going to need? Is Michael not Justice? Oh, I can never remember these guys. Ah, there he is. No, he's Judgment. I can get Michael here. I'll go ahead and bring him back in. But Anubis, also Justice. I don't have the 29,000 that I'm going to need. Which is okay. We're done with our grinding anyway in here. So we're just going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to quit exploring today. You can continue if you wanted to continue grinding for Persona here. You could do that. But I'm not really interested in doing that at this point in time. At this point, we don't have anything that we can really do. So I'm just going to go ahead. This is the first time I think I'm going to do this. Actually, I wonder if we can... Yeah, we can't do that. I didn't think so. We're just going to go ahead and sleep now that we're done. You may have a dream. What the dreams do, essentially... Oh, apparently I dreamt that Naoto was chasing me, and it was heart-pounding, but our relationship has intensified. That's what sleeping does, and that's actually kind of awkward, quite frankly. Alright, so we're walking to school, it looks like.
Yo.
Sup, you? Brr, it's so damn cold. Can't believe it's February already. Oh, you know how exams are next week? What do you say we go skiing this time for real once that's all over? We do have those holidays coming up after all. You gotta see what Inaba has in the winter. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hee hee, let's make it this winter's last hurrah. Well, let's make the most of it. I'll shoot you an email once the plans are nailed down. Make sure you don't catch another cold, okay? Yeah, I'm hoping we won't get sick this time. And I don't think we will, so we'll be fine. Alright, and now that we're back to the real world, we've got some stuff that we're going to be dealing with.
Senpai.
We'll decide later on whether or not we'll be hanging with Kanji. We will be. I mean, that's pretty obvious. We're almost done with his social link. But as of right now, I'm not doing that. And that's it for today's lesson. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to sigh. When I see a snowy landscape, I just can't get those beautiful pyramids out of my head. Don't tell me you don't know what the pyramids really used to look like. You don't you, Mr. Narukami? Wait, why are you singling me out? That's so freaking rude, let me tell you. What color were the pyramids originally? The correct answer here is white. Where are my notes? My notes don't say. Anyway, they're white. The correct answer is white. Good for you. Yes, the pyramids were white. The pyramids, when first built, were covered in beautiful white limestone casing stones. Or white lime... Yeah, that's right. Huh, that sounded weird. However, the outer limestone was stolen, revealing what it looks like now. When I see a white landscape, I can't help but think of that tragic history. Those robbers. If I were there then, I would have cursed them. Ho ho, just kidding. Alright, well that's creepy. Let me just put it that way. Alright, classes have ended today. Oh, not that. We're gonna go into town. We'll be doing other stuff. Just a heads up, I calculated my stuff incorrectly, unfortunately, and we're not going to be able to feed the cat and finish that quest today, for this particular playthrough, and I apologize for that. There's not much I can do. I completely mathed wrong, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Now there's a couple other things that we're going to be doing. Just flipping through here. There's a lot of new items that we're going to be getting from that whole thing. Turns out I actually made a mistake when I was... Thank you. We do need to buy something in particular. We need to buy the Vidar's boots. I didn't see them when we were here last time, but apparently they were here the entire time. So we're going to go ahead and buy them. We're not going to equip them. We'll be fine. Yeah, we have some new items. I don't know. We got Triumph, which is not as good as the weapon that we currently got. Yosuke, we got the Blitz Knife. It's better. For Chie, we got the... I don't know what... The Gigant Fall. And... no, not for Yukiko. And... Kihaya, I'm guessing. Nothing for Yukiko. Kanji, the Black Targe, comes from bloodstains. Well, that's not creepy. Naoto gets the camel red, but nothing particularly interesting that I want to pick up, so we're not going to. One other thing I'm going to do while we're here is we have a bunch of accessories and whatnot that we don't need. I actually may not do that at this point in time, but we don't want them, so I will be clearing them out of our inventory. You can't take them with you, and we won't be needing them in the next dungeon. So that's how that goes. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back into the Velvet Room here, and let's go ahead and pick up Anubis, and let's go ahead and fuse, not compendium, go ahead and fuse Lucifer. Now we can do that. Okay, let's see here. Now, Lucifer in this case is obviously the angel. That might be useful. I think Cool Breeze is going to be even more useful. Useful, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and fuse Lucifer. Yeah, this is the angel Lucifer, from what I can tell. Obviously, you've got Satan, who's after the fall, and Lucifer, the angel, before the fall. Which, I mean, that's pretty cool, I suppose. I don't know why he's blue. Don't ask me that. I don't have that answer. He's got 6 wings. Who dares call to me? You have the strength to penetrate this accursed darkness. You've caught my interest. Well, of course, you know, obviously this is evil Lucifer, but Lucifer, like I said, was before the fall. Not after the... I don't know. I'm guessing him and Satan are actually the same person, maybe? You know, your guess is basically as good as mine at this point in time. Either way, we're doing alright. Alright, we got Spellmaster here. I'm actually going to take this. Spellmaster, it halves the SP cost. I'm going to go ahead and replace Mind Charge because we don't care for... I don't care for Mind Charge. If you like Mind Charge, that's great for you. He's got Repel Light here. I'm going to replace this simply because we don't need it. He's got Absorb Electricity coming up here, which I don't really care for. And his final one is Victory Cry. Let's go ahead and take a look at that in a moment here. So now when it comes to Persona, I'm pretty much out. I've got Loki, which is great. I've got Ishtar and this guy. I could fuse Halil there, but he's not going to. Nope. So we're basically done with fusion for right now. We still have quite a few Persona to go, but we're not quite there yet. I believe Victory Kai is the special ability that Lucifer has. Yes, it says fully restore HP and SP after battle. We're definitely going to be picking that up as we go. I'm going to be keeping Lucifer with me. I think, obviously he's one of the higher level personas. I think 99 is the max level across the board anyway. Obviously that makes him one of the more powerful persona. There's a couple other ones that people can learn. Personas that they, you know, there's skills that personas can learn, but I think this one is particularly useful, especially for the upcoming dungeon, simply because you're probably going to be hurting a little bit. Let me go ahead and save here, now that we're done with that. Let's see how far we are. Okay, well, with that in mind, a couple other things that I want to note here. We do have some quests that we need to run around and complete, so we're going to be doing that in a moment, but just want to throw it out. All of these items are going to go away, and that's one thing to note is I'm going to be handling a lot of this stuff. Things that I'm not going to be using in the near future, I'm going to sell. I'm going to show you guys what we could probably pick up with the jewels, but I'm probably not going to pick up anything with the jewels in the future, and I'm likely to sell most of them, and that will actually round out our yen again, as if we are running a little low. But there's not much in the game that I'm going to be purchasing in the future anyway, so it really doesn't matter, quite frankly. Okay, so the first thing that we have, let me... Of course, I don't have don't have the quests open at the moment. My apologies for that. Well, if you remember correctly, we do have a quest that we need to complete, and that is the cute slippers. Now, in order to get the cute slippers, that's quest 66. Let me go ahead and open up my quest notes here. Close this out. Alright, so we've got the boots. Told you to go pick those up. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to the school. We're going to need to go there eventually anyway. But let me go ahead and show you. Just as a reminder, since it's been all of like 10 minutes, we picked up the Vidar's boots. So let's go ahead, or I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Let's go to, not the classroom building, let's go to the practice building where Kanji is, that we're not talking to at the moment. We need to go to the second floor. I think the stairs are over here. So if you remember that guy that we talked to get the sword, or the broom in the past, yeah, we're gonna be talking to him. I think it's this guy. Slippers that completely cover your feet. Sounds like animal slippers. They're so soft, and not only that, they're so adorable. You want animal slippers? I just happen to have a pair for you. Let's see, I'll trade it to you for a Vidar's boots. Do you still need something from me? That's Thunderplate. If it is truly imbued with the power of the lightning god, do you think my master will praise me for it? I'm begging you with my life. Please exchange that Thunderplate for the weapon I made. Sure, I'm not going to be using it. Really? Thank you so much. No backsies. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'll keep doing my best from here on out. Really? I actually didn't realize that he would trade you. For the feather shield. Huh. Like I said, the Thunderplate isn't something we want, but, used only by Feather Falcon. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, if you want to trade, or if you want the animal slippers, I'll trade it to you for Vidar's boots. Alright, let's go ahead and, oh, well, I don't really care what he has to say. Simply, we're gonna exchange for the animal slippers. Okay, so let's go ahead and check those out. I think you can actually equip them. Yeah, look at that. Slippers for relaxing. The fluffiness feels so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, well anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go to the classroom building. I think she's on floor 1. And we're gonna take her the animal slippers. Oh, you hear about the slippers. You showed her the animal slippers. Oh, those are pretty cute. Thank you for taking that time to find these for me. You can have this as thanks. And we get the fighter armor. Alright, so that quest is complete. I can't believe this was in a lucky draw bag for New Year's. I might have to reconsider going to that store. Oh, don't mind me. Maybe I'll ask you if I need something again. Alright, so I think that's all we can do for her today. I think we have to come back for her other quests. And I do think we get to keep those silly slippers, and they are better than our nice shoes. Our nice shoes allow us to avoid physical attacks. Oh, they're not terribly great. I was just thinking, they can only up the attack by 4. So that's not, I mean, it ups the hit, but I think I prefer the evade physical perk. So we will just be leaving that alone. Okay, so let's go ahead, head back over to the practice building. We're going to hang out with Kanji today. In the future, I'm going to be doing a little bit more fusing after I get a little bit of money. So don't worry, but we're not going to be completing that this time. I was hoping to, but yeah, it just didn't, I don't know, the stars did not align, and I didn't care as much to make the stars align. Alright, apparently we're going to my place. And we're in my room. Because apparently he wanted to see, I don't know what's with my friends
like this.
seeing my room.
Be a good place.
Good place for what?
Oh, first though, there's one more thing I figured out.
What did you figure out?
Lisa stopped by our store the other day. She said the dolls were cute, so I told her I made them. Then she said that was creepy. Kind of stung, but I kept on showing her the other stuff I made. And in the end, she said, maybe you're an amazing guy after all. Pissed me off the way she said it, but that aside.
Oh, of course it pissed you off.
I get it now. This is what he was talking about. Just been throwing in the towel all this time. Of course no one could understand me. I've been keeping my distance out of fear. So I decided that I'd do things my way, no matter how tough. But it ain't just about hanging out with guys who understand you and telling the rest to get bent. You gotta make an effort.
The hell was that?
People to understand you. I wasn't even trying. Not just about my hobby, but like when the police suspected me. It didn't even cross my mind to try to tell them my story. I let them think whatever they want. And because of that, you, Ma, and that kid all got dragged into it. I didn't put in the slightest effort to try and make them understand. It's easier for me to act tough. From now on, I got 2 rules. Rule 1, be myself. Rule 2, get people to understand me.
Don't come near me.
I want you to have this, Senpai.
What is it? It is a cute strap, apparently.
This thing's me being me. Now I can say it straight out. That other me is me.
Well, that's extraordinarily mature, quite frankly. Especially after all of that. Alright, and per usual, as suspected, his persona is going to change. Wow, I don't know what to feel about this. Rakuten Moa? Mao? Mao sounds a little bit more right.
This? For reals?
You know, at this point in time, you might as well just tell your friends, hey, you need to
huh?
get your shit together, because you can, you know,
my best bud.
you can change. And with this, we have completed all of the social links that we possibly can, and we can fuse all the persona that they, you know, had. Let's go ahead and continue through here, and it'll tell you which persona that we can now fuse. Yes, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Odin, yeah, the ultimate form of the Emperor Arcana. So we can now form Odin. Alright. And Odin is the god of storms. Sure, why not? And he can evade wind now. Is there anything I want to replace with that? Not really using any of these. You know what, let's keep that and let's go ahead and get rid of that. We don't really use those, so... Or I haven't really been using those, I guess I should say. You do whatever you need to do.
Today
oh,
I'm holding
sorry.
the Oven Mitt Puppets 101 class right here.
What?
Don't worry, even you can do it. It'll be real cute. Believe me.
Alright, well I'm panicking over the fact that he spent more time than he'd planned with Kanji. Because he wanted to do Oven Mitt Puppets. Goodbye, Kanji. Get the hell out of my house and take your Oven Mitt Puppets with you.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
Alright, so... She went shopping, and I could work as a janitor today if I really wanted to. I'm gonna go search for insects in the garden, first of all. Let's see what we get. Go ahead and click through here. Let's see. Stag, beetle, ladybug. That's exactly what I wanted to see, actually. I actually should have checked for bugs yesterday as well, but it'll be alright. So, one of the bugs that we actually really do need, oh my goodness, is going to be the ladybug here. You see that Genji Ayu? Yeah, we're going to need one of those. I'm not going to do fishing this particular episode. I'll probably do it at a later point in time. Because I'm going to need to catch one of those Genjis, and it may or may not take me a while if I don't do it right. So, pretty important. I'm actually going to stop here. We've done quite a bit. Fusion, got Lucifer here. Let me check the social link stuff to show you exactly where we're at. Yeah, see, we've completed pretty much all of the social links, I think, with the exception of hunger. Don't worry, that one will resolve itself, as odd as that sounds. We still have a bunch of persona. Actually, there's one other thing I did want to do. Let me change my tone here. I wanted to show you guys what you could possibly purchase at this point in the game at the... Oh, hey guys. Bunch of people hanging out here. Go into the pub. There you go. On days like this, I yearn to be close to someone. Hey, won't you spend a night with me? Oh please, that was only a joke. Don't take everything so seriously. That's creepy. Alright, so there is a bunch of different stuff that we could get. I don't know if there is an achievement for getting all the items. But you can kind of see what we can pick up. There isn't much available. There's a couple things that I guess would be kind of nice. Who uses the megaphone? Yosuke. Good for cheering or bashing. Actually, it's a higher attack. Not that I'm terribly worried about it. We got the steel slippers, bath lid. Yeah, so you can see here that there's not much in particular that I'm overly excited about in this case. So, yeah. Actually, let me take a step back here real quick. I should throw this out here. This is what we're going for. I told you to pick up 8 of those stones, and the Mondo stone, which we will be picking up in the not too distant future. Yeah, the animal paw is what we need for one of the upcoming final quests that we have. That Mondo stone, I need to, like I said, I told you a little bit that we need to go get that Genji AU fish. You're also going to need the Guardian as well, and I think I have that. If I don't, it's going to be hilarious. I do. There it is. So we're going to need to take that to Lady in White. Actually, let me go visit her real quick here. If you go to the, I'm hoping she's there. If you go to the shrine, she's not here today. She'll be standing right here. She said, I think we were here last time and she wanted that fish. Obviously, I can't really give her that fish that I don't particularly have, because I just don't have it. Actually, what I'm going to do in between episodes, just so you know, I'm going to go ahead and do some fishing and try and catch that Genji, and hopefully I will. There's nothing else that I particularly have anything to do tonight. I don't have any other anything that I'm doing. At this point in time in the story, all my after school and evening stuff is going to revolve around either completing certain people's persona stuff, so we will be leveling up Kanji's persona to the next level, or just hanging out with people, fishing. I can't get the book stuff this particular time, so I won't be reading any books unless I'm just trying to pass some time. Really not much else that we're going to be doing, and we're running out of days anyway. I think we've only got maybe a handful of days. Kind of glancing here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days left in the entire story, not including the exams in the next week. So when it comes down to actually doing social links and hanging out with people, really there is not much left and not a lot of time left. So I will walk you through what I will do. I remember it's 7 days. 6 or 7 days. It's not a lot. So next time we're going to go ahead and finish up the quests that we have remaining that we actually can complete. It's these 2 right here. And then we're going to get Kanji's persona leveled up to its final level. And then after all of that, we will be doing 2 more dungeons and finishing up the story. So we're right there. We're in the home stretch. And I will hopefully see you back here next time.